Bernadette was born on January 7, 1844 in Lourdes, France. Her parents were Francis and Louise Soubirous, who owned a successful mill but had difficulties maintaining it. Her family was then deprived and lived in a prison cell with one room. While living with her other siblings and helping her Aunt Bartra tend the sheep, Bernadette didn't have proper education, therefore there was a lack of theological knowledge. Although she showed interest in Catholicism and her compassion for God, little did she know that she would soon encounter the Virgin Mary. On February 11, 1858, near Caven-Liard by the banks of the Gave River, she was with her sister Mary and friend Jean gathering firewood. While Mary and Jean waded in the water in search for driftwood, Bernadette faltered and encountered a strong wind near the cave, and she proceeded on with curiosity. This is how Bernadette explained her first vision. I came back towards the grotto and started taking off my stockings. I had hardly taken off the first stocking when I heard a sound like a gust of wind. Then I turned my head towards the meadow. I saw the trees quite still. I went on taking off my stockings. I heard the same sound again. As I raised my head to look at the grotto, I saw a lady dressed in white, wearing a white dress, a blue girdle and a yellow rose on each foot, the same color as the chain of her rosary. The beads of the rosary were white. A continuation of appearances occurred from February 18th to March 4th. However, she was discouraged by others for her apparitions. Though she was discouraged by townspeople to stop her continuation of her visions, she remained faithful and believed in her visions. She was even interrogated by the police and was taken to mental hospitals to be tested. However, she was honest and no one proved her visions to be wrong. Bernadette confirmed that the woman of her apparitions was approximately 16 years old and she wore a white robe with a blue sash. She noticed yellow roses surrounded her, and she had a rosary around her right arm. Mary suggested Bernadette to drink the water which emerged from the earth by the Gave River during an apparition. This water was mystical because it was claimed to have not been contaminated. On her seventh vision, she was instructed by Mary to notify the priests to build a chapel by the Gave River, and it is now a popular focal point of Lourdes. Eventually, on the 15th appearance, Bernadette informed others that she was confronted by the Immaculate Conception. The Bishop of Tarbes confirmed that these appearances were legitimate. At the age of 22, she became involved in the Sister of Charity of Nevers, where she received the appropriate education necessary and worked as an assistant in the hospital. She was later diagnosed with tuberculosis in her right knee, which was the cause of her death at the age of 35 on April 16, 1879. She can be seen in Nevers in the St. Gildard Convent. How can St. Bernadette's apparitions be applied to the fruits of the Holy Spirit? The fruits of the Holy Spirit are the traits and personalities of God which are inherited by Christians. Therefore we may fulfill God's likeness and image. Bernadette utilized the fruits inherited to interpret her visions and responded to them as the Holy Spirit would. Because she responded appropriately and communicated her visions clearly, she changed her perspective. All in all, Bernadette Soubirous was a spiritual woman and had magnificent apparitions about the Virgin Mary, which she communicated to others with the utilization of the gifts from the Holy Spirit.